So I just used GoHighLevel, Canva, and a bit of AI assistance to spend about an hour or two to schedule social media posts across three different platforms. I was able to use the same 30 posts, have them scheduled for different days automatically, and it was all done in less than 2 hours. So how can this batch of social media be created in your business? Let me show you how we can get this done for you. So my name is Tanya Block-Rusin, and I own Smart Virtualist Solution. I am a GHL or GoHighLevel agency, and I help you get your business automated and streamlined so that you can do these things a lot more simply in your business. It doesn't have to be perfect. It definitely just has to be done in order to keep your business moving and consistent so that people can find you and see that you are an active business. Now, social media is not going to necessarily bring in your clients. It's not going to necessarily say, hey, see me and buy from me. We would love to say that that's the way that it is now, but what it actually is now is it's a billboard. It is a way to show people that you are active. If you go to maybe your business social media profile at this point and you haven't posted since 2023, some of them I've seen this week haven't posted since 2021, or you haven't posted since, in forever, then people are going to wonder if you are still actually in business. So small local businesses don't have to post every day. That's not what you're gearing for right here. What the idea actually is to show people that you are active, that you are doing the business that you're doing, and to keep those algorithms sending your content out to people on a more regular basis. So if you post once a week, if we can schedule so that you're posting 3 times a week, anything to show some consistency to the algorithms will help you get more traffic, more eyes, and will show other people when they're looking for you, when you respond to something in your local Facebook community and they go and look at you, they will say, oh yeah, they're active. I can talk to them. They really are there. They really are an active business. I feel more comfortable reaching out. So let's get some posts built. I have a small side business that I do called Oak Mesa Designs. I build I make homemade gifts. So I have a Cricut machine. I make things with vinyl and sublimation. So I make tumblers and mugs and shirts and coasters and all kinds of different things. So if you need something like that, I can help you. But I'm going to be scheduling some social media with a spreadsheet upload using the system so that we can get things built kind of quickly. So I'm going to walk through the process of how I did this. There are some more steps that you can take so that you can do some things specifically for your business. Or like me, you can make it just down and dirty marketing to get something out to show that you are active. So let me show you my process and we will get started. Okay, so I'm in my GHL platform right now, and you can actually see that this is a calendar that I have that starting on the 16th, that I have this plus 2 more scheduled to go out. So if I see these plus 2 more, you can see that I have this is going to Instagram, and the caption starts with most people forget. Then I have going to Facebook, a similar one, but it says, hey, Mike, just checking in. Then I have a third one going to LinkedIn, and it looks kind of similar, but it actually says something different. Busy days shouldn't kill your future sales. So these are 3 different posts going out on the same day to 3 different platforms. So I'm getting different media out at the same time, but I still only created it once. And then I scheduled it across the 3 different ones in a bulk import, and everything was created. So using Canva and a spreadsheet, I was able to get this done. And then I want to post about every 3 days. That's kind of a sweet spot for me. I don't want to necessarily be posting every day, but there are some things that I will be posting additionally, like promotions or strategies or these training videos or things like that. So I wanted to have some open days in my calendar so that I'm not posting twice on the same day. So that's another reason why I have some open slots on here, is so that I can put some other content in between these slots. But you can see on this calendar, I have these already scheduled. They're going out every 3 days automatically. And it's just going to make my life really simple. I don't have to worry about it for the next couple of months. So if we go into Canva, I had made a comment, I'm going to do this with a shop store that I have. So in this, I have some Instagram story sized posts that I have created, and I need to do some edits on some additional ones. So I'm going to grab a couple of these things and I'm going to highlight them. And actually, I'm going to highlight them in a different way. So I'm going to grab those. And of course, it didn't grab them. So let's try it again. And I'm going to copy those. And then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to do my little edits like I had been doing before. And then what's going to happen is, so I'm going to get a couple of these files directly from Canva. Now, there are some other things that I could do. For example, I could do a bulk update, and I can show, if you're interested in seeing how bulk update in Canva works, I can absolutely show you that. But this is something that I already had going, so I'm just going to kind of do this one, and we're going to copy those again. We're going to make my changes, and we're going to grab those over. Okay, so I have some of these already built. We're going to move these over. And no, you don't have to watch me do all these. We're just going to do that. So what I would do is I would download a group of these, and then I would start putting them into a spreadsheet. So in GoHighLevel, this is the social planner. And so I am in marketing and in social planner. And I don't know why my things are not showing up here like they're supposed to, but I am going to do a new post and I'm going to upload from CSV. Now, I know I haven't created the CSV yet, but this is actually going to give us the sample file that we need so that we can make sure that we're uploading properly. So they have added a new advanced format, so you can add stories, reels, shorts, some additional fields, and some additional pieces. But I'm going to stick with the basic format for this one to kind of show you how this works. So you can actually download the sample file right here from this. You can either get the CSV or the Excel file. And when you do that, what's going to happen is it's going to give you this file. And so this file is actually going to say, okay, we want to schedule these for a specific time. This is the content, or in this case, the caption that you want to add to that area. Do you want to have an additional link in that post? So if you're doing a Google Business Profile link or to something else, you can have a link in this area. You can, and then you would add your image URL. So this is going to be the one thing that's going to make it a little bit more confusing. It's going to add a little tiny bit more work, but it will work out in the end, I promise. So this is where you're going to actually get the link of your image. You can do a GIF URL if you're going to do one of those, or if you want to bulk post to videos, you can do that here. So these are those links. So this is just a sample file of how you would input the data so that you can get this into the bulk format. So I have a pile of some of those tumblers already ready to be added into social media to be scheduled. So I have this pile of files that I may have already moved into my media directory and may not have. I can't exactly remember. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my media storage to see if I have these already in here. So we're going to go to my media storage. I have folders created for some of these. So I'm going to go to my social media folder and I'm going to double click. And so I do have some of them. I have it. In fact, I have almost all of them. So it looks like I am good to go, but now I can get my, I can add the captions and the files to my spreadsheet. So this is how we're going to do that. So I have a couple of captions that I already have set up in my system that I'm just going to kind of reuse on a regular basis to make my life a little bit easier. So I have worked with AI to write those out. So I'm just going to copy that from a spreadsheet that I have in another file, and I'm going to add it to the content right here. So that's the caption right there. And then I'm going to grab another one. And so there's that one. Then I'm going to grab another one. And so on and so forth. I'm just going to grab some of these captions and just kind of keep creating them so that I can get these ready to go out. Okay, so I went through and created some of these captions, and so I have about 9 of them at the moment. So I'm going to take this, and so that I can see it a little bit better, I'm going to kind of expand on this so that we can see exactly what's happening in here. So we have that. Now, I am not going to be adding a link because these are mainly going to be going, actually, I think I will. So we're going to say that this is https oakmesadesigns.com and just doing that. I don't need it to be a big massive thing. It's not going to go to each individual product. It's just going to go right there. So we are going to go ahead and add that link. Then this would be the link to the specific piece of content. So all of my captions are typically very specific, are not to a particular product. They're meant to be generic so I can reuse them and use them for just about any of my Tumblrs, any of my marketing that I have. So the key piece to this is going to make it a little bit more complicated, is that you want to make sure that the photo that you're using, the post that you're using, the video, the whatever else is already in the media folder in GHL, so that you can go and grab that link so that you can have it take care of itself. So what we're going to do, like I say, we are already in GHL. We are already in my media storage. We're in the proper folder. And so I am going to click on the three dots and I am going to get this link. And then I'm going to go back into my folder and I'm going to make sure that I am on the image URL and I'm going to copy that link. And so I don't need it to go too far. I don't need it to make a mess on my stuff. So this is exactly what I'm going to do. So then I have, so life's too short for boring cups. So we're going to do this one. And I know that I should be going in order to make it a little bit easier for myself, but I do have these in specific kind of caption areas. So I want to make sure that we have it a little bit easier. So I'm going to get this link. I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet and I'm going to paste it again. So let me kind of get this done for you, and then I will show you how to get this uploaded into GHL. Okay, so I've played with the spreadsheet, and now I'm going to make some additional edits. So I'm going to take this data, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it here. Then I'm going to take all of these rows, and I'm going to get rid of them because I no longer need them. So we're just going to delete those rows. And that did not keep the way I wanted it. So we're not going to get rid of these rows first, and we're going to delete those. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy it there. Now I'm going to get rid of the rest. Okay, so we definitely want to make sure that we have this in a very specific format because this is the way it needs to come into the system. So you'll notice this is coming in on the year, month, date, then hour, minutes, and seconds. So you want to make sure that you're kind of keeping with that theme. So we're going to post these and I'm going to change these very carefully. So I'm going to do 2025 and then I am recording this in July and today is the 15th. So I'm going to start posting these on the 17th. Now I want these to go in at, we're going to do 07. And so these are 24-hour timeframes. So I'm going to do 07 and we're going to leave it as 0 seconds in AM. Okay. So this first one is going to go on July 17th, 2025 at 7:07 AM. So you'll see that I have the content, we have a link, we have the image URL, and we're good to go. Now, what I'm going to do, and there's this cool little thing with Excel that you can do, is now I'm going to take and I'm going to copy this exactly. So I just hit Control C and Control V. Now I'm going to take this and instead of these being every 2 days or every 3 days on the other, I'm going to do these every 2 days for this business. And I'm still going to leave everything else exactly the same. And you'll notice that I have 717 and 719. Now, if I come and click on this and now I get this plus button, it's going to automatically add. And if you notice right there, it says it's 721 and this one's 723 and this one is 725. So it's automatically going to give me the dates. And so it's going to automatically give me 2 days in advance for these. And so it's really simple to automatically create that for myself. So I'm going to have that. I am going to save this, and I didn't want that to be auto-saved. I am going to save as. I'm going to make sure that I am in Oak Mesa. This is the Excel workbook. I am going to say IG bulk post tumblers in CSV. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to make sure it's a CSV file because it has to be a CSV file, and then I'm going to save it. Okay, I'm going to close this for now, and I'm going to go into my marketing tab. I'm going to, it's already on Social Planner, and now I'm going to click New Post, and I don't know why my screen looks weird. And I'm going to upload from CSV. So you'll see we have that screen that we were looking at before. So I'm going to go to my drive, and I'm going to find where I have that document. So I'm going to find that. So now I'm going to drag and drop that file into the system, and then I'm going to click Next. Then I'm going to say where am I posting this to. And I'm going to post these in an Instagram account for right now. I don't need an approval. And then I'm going to hit create. And now it's going to go ahead and upload all of that information. It's not going to take very long. We can do up to 90 posts in one of these spreadsheets, and you will see that it's creating all of the information. So you can actually see on July 17th, it's going to do this one that looks like a coal miner, and it's got the caption already set up. Then if I look at this one, it has the laid spray. Then we have the deer. We have a couple of these others. Now, I already have the laid spray already done, so I don't want to do this one again. I'm going to hit that X. I'm going to get rid of that, and I am going to upload from Media Library. Now I'm going to look at my social media folder, and let's see. I don't think I had done this one, so let's do that. We do have the deer. Let's see. Deer. There's the dirt. You know what? It really doesn't matter because these are all supposed to go out. So let's see what else we have. And this is kind of the cool thing about this is maybe you didn't want that. Maybe you didn't do it quite right. Maybe it's not working exactly the way you wanted it to. We're going to just kind of update some of these. So we're going to do the I'm old. And now that one is in there. So now when we go and look at the next one, so we're going to save this. And so you can see these others that have already been added. So we've got all of these posts are going to go to August 6th. I'm going to hit schedule. It's going to say, are you sure? These 11 posts will be scheduled. And we're going to import. And it's done. Now, I made this video in less than 25 minutes, even with pausing. And I had already worked with AI to create the captions. I did already have the some of the designs already created. But just to get 11 of these posts auto-scheduled for you, how amazing was that? So let's go and take a look at the planner. And you'll see that I have all of these in here listed as scheduled. So let's take a look at the calendar on here. And you will see these are ones that I've already published. Then I have some other things. And now starting on the 17th, because we are on the 15th, starting on the 17th, we have these scheduled. Now, how do we get these scheduled onto other platforms? So let's do that one. So I just reopened that CSV file. And so it's not looking quite right because of the spacing, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. We're going to do that so we can see how some of these things look a little bit better. And so we're going to change some of this spacing out. And then we're going to take and make this a little bit bigger so we can see it. We're going to highlight these and we're going to make these a little bit shorter because we want to be able to see them and make it a lot easier for us to work with. Okay, so we still have this as the exact file with the same content. And even though we change some of these pictures, we probably won't need to change these pictures for Facebook or anywhere else that you want to put them, but you absolutely can. But what we're going to do is we're going to double click on this and we're going to copy this. We're going to click on it and we're going to copy it. And then to make it safe, if you want, you can grab that there. But the other thing that you can do is we're going to delete all of those. Now you can do a couple of different things. You can take and actually before I do that, I'm just going to undo that. You can take and arrange these in a couple of different ways so that you can get a different arrangement of what these are. So you can, for example, take the content area and you can sort it. So you can do the sort and filter button, sort A to Z. And so what's going to happen is it's going to kind of randomize what you had. And the captions will be pulling captions that are in alphabetical order. But if you notice the dates, we've got 8/4, 7/23, 7/29. So these are the dates that they would have been pulling from for the Instagram post. So now what you're going to do is I'm just going to delete these. They're in a different order. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to repaste that. I'm going to repaste. I'm going to grab it again. And I'm going to change this to the 19th. And then I'm going to do that little trick again. I'm going to highlight both of them. I'm going to make sure I have the plus, and I'll make sure that they're giving me 21, 23, and the math that I want. And so now we go again out to 8/6. And we have different ones in here. So I am going to save this as, and so I have this as IG posts. So I'm going to make these as Facebook posts. And I'm going to save it. We're going to close it. We're going to do a new post from CSV. We're going to pull the Facebook bulk post over, hit next. I hit the wrong button. It does get in my way too. We're going to post this to the Oak Mesa Designs Facebook page, and we're going to create it. And now all of these are in here again. Now, if you notice, we have the laid sprays coming in twice again. So let's take a look. We're going to take this one and we're going to edit this. We can edit this picture, but it's not really what I want it to do. I want to add a different photo this time, and I'm going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to add a photo. We're going to add a different cup, and I'm going to kill this one. So now we have a new design. We're going to hit save. It has the link in here on this one, has all of that information. We have saved it. So now you can see all of the posts that are getting ready to schedule. They're in a little bit different order than what they had before. And now we're going to schedule this. We're going to import those 11 posts, and away it goes. And so in less than 5 minutes, I have updated not just Instagram, but I updated Facebook as well. So took that information that we had already done for the Instagram ones, shuffled it up a little bit, and did it for Facebook. If you're going to be doing something for your business and maybe you have a LinkedIn profile as well, you can do another shuffle, and maybe you change the file names and you have the file names go in a different order. Or you have the captions, instead of it being A to B or maybe A to Z, do Z to A. You can do shuffles in a lot of different ways. You can manually kind of move things around. You can do all of that. But this video at this moment is about 23 minutes long. I didn't do a whole lot of extra work while paused. So I've spent less than half an hour and I have all of these posts ready to go. So this is how you can do bulk CSV exports into GHL or GoHighLevel, and then you can get all of that updated for you so that you can have your social posts scheduled in advance and you don't have to worry about it. That stress is taken care of. If you'd like to see more videos on how to do this or how to create these posts in Canva or how to do more with GoHighLevel, please reach out, leave a comment, send me a message. I am happy to help and happy to show you how to do things. Thanks so much and have a great day.